We know Iowa has the highest radon concentrations in the country. And tonight, we're taking a look at testing for this health hazard in schools.
Radon exposure in kids can impact their developing lungs. KCCI's chief investigative reporter Suzanne Banky joins us in the studio. Suzanne, what have you learned?
Ben and Stacy, a law signed in 2022 requires public schools in Iowa to test and deal with any high levels of radon by 2027. After that, tests have to be repeated every 5 years. Now, also required by state law, child care centers and early education facilities must also test for the colorless, odorless, tasteless gas. But private schools are not covered by any law. Some check, though, for what's called the silent killer.
We've been radon testing for a really, really long time. As a school, we take the environment very, very seriously.
Christy Stover is the head of school for Bergman Academy, a private school of 330 students in Des Moines.
Sometimes we think of the environment as the third teacher. And so we want to be sure that it is safe in every way.
Bergman School is the former Science Center of Iowa. It has an early education program. Finance and Facilities Director Craig Murphy takes care of regulations.
We have to do the radon testing every 2 years to comply with licensing requirements for our early childhood program.
School leaders chose to expand testing to the whole building, all 32 classrooms.
It's just, we do the right thing.
Results above the EPA standard of 4 picocuries per liter would mean the school would need to take steps to lower the radon levels.
Our tests were really low at all 32 spots that were tested. Our highest was a 0.4. The EPA action threshold's a 4.0. So we feel fortunate that we don't have to do any mitigation here, but if we needed to, we want to catch that early.
JB Shearer, or as he calls himself,
Hi, JB the Radon Man.
The Radon Man, tests schools. He's a certified radon specialist.
Well, for schools it can be a little trickier because it's not just one test. For schools, we have to test every unit in contact with the ground and 10% of every level up.
The charcoal kit looks simple.
So what you want to do is put it about center of the room, breathing level, away from anything that circulates air like a heating vent or something like that. And you don't want it close to an exterior wall either.
If Bergman were to test high, Shearer would work to determine how to get the radon out of the building.
So a lot of times we can balance the heating and cooling system, change the pressure, and fix it without the need of a radon system at very minimal cost.
Shearer says he made sure his son's preschool had tested.
It used to be a really scary thing where people didn't even want to mention it, and if they did test, they didn't want to bring it up.
For parents of kids in child care centers or preschools, there is a thing you can do. You can ask to see the latest test results. Those should be on site. Bergman, for instance, has these. Some private schools and child care centers put the information on their websites.
But now it's a bragging point that if you are testing and you are keeping the kids safe, you want to let the parents know.
Now, 234 private schools span across Iowa, serving nearly 43,000 students, and that compares to 325 public school districts with 1,316 buildings and more than 483,000 students. A bill was introduced in 2024 to add private schools to get radon testing, but it did not make it out of committee.
All right, Suzanne, thank you so much. And KCCI investigates the factors leading to higher cancer rates among folks in our state and what is being done to address it. You can find more State of Cancer stories on kcci.com as well as our mobile app.